Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to this Throne Room Tuesday, where basically I put something in the throne room requesting your prayers for me. So, for those of you who do not know, my name is Sheila Rollins, and I am the founder of H.U.L.A Ministries Entertainment and Associates Inc. And in this YouTube, we are Overcomers Anonymous, where we support anyone that's desiring to overcome anything. And we do it with Jesus Christ being our higher power and also what he has accomplished for us on the cross. And so today on Throne Room Tuesday, the thing that I want to put in the throne room, in request for my prayer from you, is my commitment to myself. Okay. Um, Give me a second. I'm gonna have to plug this up. It's telling me that it's low. I didn't know it was low. Give me 1 second here. I have to change positions a little bit. Okay, we're right back at it. Let's try to get a little bit more light. Okay, so basically, sorry about that. On this Throne Room Tuesday, um, what I realize is that um, people don't seem that committed to me. And I'm told that normally the people that get involved with and a level of commitment they have to you is a reflection of what your commitment is to yourself. And if that is true, I need to heighten my commitment to myself. So basically, I looked up the word commitment, and the Oxford Dictionary actually offered two definitions. One definition was a state or quality of being dedicated to a cause, activity, or etc. And then it said an engagement or obligation that restricts freedom or actions. And so when I think of an example of commitment, I had to go straight to Christ. And the reason why I say that is because his sole purpose really on this earth was really to follow God, show us God, who God is, to die for us. And all the way to the cross, he was committed to the cause in which he came to this earth, even as a baby, to basically to show us coming in human form that these are the things that we're capable of, you know. Like on Mondays, a lot of times with the food that I cook, I show you what's possible. So Jesus Christ came and he showed us what is possible. So I have down here listed some areas in which, that I feel that I need to pray, extra a little extra boost with prayer, with. And so I already talked about relationships. And usually relationships are basically um an expression of ourselves emotionally and sometimes psychologically, like what we think in our psyche. No matter how it got there, it's usually a reflection of us emotionally or an emotional tie, how loyal we are to something. Is a reflection, is reflected in our emotions and our psyche. And so anyhow, see, my first thing that I want to do is correct my commitment first to God. I need to be in line with that because all our relationships come after that. And so in times past, I've been more committed, say, to my children. Like no matter what the rules was, I would wiggle it a little bit to accommodate my children in a ways where it was unlawful to God. And so I want to be, number one, I want to be true to God. And then I want to be true to myself. And so no matter what my marital status, be it married or single, I still want to do it in that order. God first, myself, then my spouse, and then everybody else comes after that. And then also in a relationship, I talk about like being who I am. Like, no matter the examples that I've had that gives me an ideal of what I should do for me and how I should act, how I should react, and just, who I am. Because the thing that I think about is that no matter who it is, be it even parents, a lot of times there is a person that we are that not even our parents know who we are. Sometimes we have had experience that we have never even told our parents. So we have a whole nother person that we never even tapped into. Okay, that may need healing, that may need a platform of expression, or what, or just freedom, just to be, whatever person it is that we're hiding. The other area is like in exercise. I say to myself that I want to look good and I want to feel good and I want to live a painless life. And I was actually looking at myself one time in my arms and I was like, I didn't like how that looked. But this last time I did a video and my arms were showing, I was like, oh, shuck, my arms were showing. I said, oh, shucks, looks pretty good because I've been exercising. I've been using an 8 pound weight and I've been doing like, 100 of these, and 100 of these. And I've been really working on it. So, what I'm saying with that is that whatever changes, positive changes that we want or hope to have, it's not going to happen without us being committed, being obligated, being dedicated, being loyal to those changes. Okay. And then it's my dietary practices. A lot of times I would, be around a crowd, whether it be family or friends or whatever. And some of them had an idea of the diet that I had adopted for myself. But a lot of times they didn't totally know. And so, while I was there, sometimes I would, eat things that I wouldn't ordinarily eat. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, friends kind of like, and family, they kind of scrutinize, you know, um, as far as like if you're eating different from them. And so basically, I would find myself sometimes I would get angry. I remember at one time I got angry. I had bought some spare ribs for my sister that's right over me and myself at my brother's repast. And some of the family members was like making fun and stuff like that. It's my brother's repast. I'm like, listen, I'm not for it today. Nobody asked you to eat this. This is something that I decided to eat, and I bought some for my sister, who eats this way. So I'm not for that today. And so sometimes I'm a little bit more patient or whatever, but that day I wasn't for it. So, sometimes I can use it as a time of like testimony, of like maybe why I eat a certain way, whatever. But initially in my family, let me tell you something, those people gave me a hard time because at first it started with my diet change. It started with like taking away unclean foods like the Bible talks about crabs, shrimps, clams, all those things, chitlins out of my diet. And then when I became a vegetarian, then it was like the chicken went and the liver and, all those different things, they went. And now vegan, not eating any animal product at all, they're kind of familiar with it. And when I was vegetarian, a lot of them, I mean, if I had an event, I had to hide the food because my family would come in the house looking for it and would eat it and eat it all. And a lot of times what would happen is that the people that was vegan or vegetarian, after my family and friends ate up their vegan or vegetarian food, they didn't have any more food to eat, but there was plenty chicken, maybe turkey meatballs or whatever else that I had it. Okay. And so anyhow, so okay, so I can use it, use it as a time to witness, but also I want to remain the same, like no matter where I am. And getting closing now, getting close to closing, it's like God, holding my standards of godliness high despite of the consequences. Whether I'm going to be included in the circle or not, but just holding my standards just high. A lot of times we in relationships with the opposite sex, sometimes we would um, lower our standards. But I'm told that it's not what men want. Men want us as women to be strong and to stand up and have high standards. So I thank them for that. And so I'm just like so there. The other thing is like natural remedies, and this is really like the last thing. Like I find myself like, doing a natural remedy and I feel better. So I may not do it for 10 days. You know what I mean? How the doctor may give you a medicine and say, take this for 10 days. It's like I do the natural remedy and then I'm like, oh, I feel better like overnight. Hey. Then I don't, do it the rest of the time. And before you know it, the pain is back or whatever it is that I'm trying to heal is back. And so, these are just some of the things that I want to be more committed with, and some of the things that I really want you to pray for me on or with. So basically, this is all I have for you. If this is your kind of thing, remember to give me some thumbs up. Let me know if you like it. I put myself on a platform to be honest with y'all, to just try to open up, my life and to deal with some things publicly that I would otherwise deal with privately. So okay, we're giving me some thumbs up, which means you like it. Remember to share with everyone on all social media platform and encourage subscription as you share. And remember to subscribe yourself. I love you. I'll see you in the next YouTube.